Hello, it's me Zoa, and today I'm taking a boat ride along the River Ouse in the UK, York. If you're ever here in York, I recommend, or in the UK in general, either here in York or down London, I recommend these guys first of all, called the City Cruises. They'll give you a good commentary and it's really cheap. It's only £15, so about $18 for anyone from the US for an hour-long cruise with commentary. But the reason what I want to point out here is this emblem on this bridge here called Lendal Bridge. To get closer to it, you can see that shield on the right hand side has two keys on it and a little crown on the top. They're called the cross keys of St. Peter. Now on some of my community posts you may have seen like images of them, and if you remember the twin spears of destiny I had that used to sit inside of a meteorite skull, laterite and Haken left. One was gold and one was silver, right? And I always said they were also a type of key because it fit into the top of the skull shaped meteorite, like it was a keyhole and the keys sitting in it. And I came here to York and you can't see on this emblem, this depiction, they're both coloured silver, but in the true depiction one is gold and the other is silver. One is the key to heaven and the other the key to hell. So I did mention I lost the keys a while ago, the spears of destiny. It was further out the river here to the highest point past Clifton Bridge called Control Point F6. We have a bunch of sandbanks. The reason I'm telling you this as well is we learn so much just from listening to God and Jesus. God will always give you the correct knowledge. Never lean on your own understanding. I'm going to give you an example. I don't know if you'll be able to see any fish from here, but the river itself is back clear. If you look, you can actually see fish swimming under the surface. And you'll oftentimes get a lot of fishermen on this river not actually catching fish at all. But when you walk along the river banks there on either side, you can actually see the fish swimming around. Like that one example I gave you a couple of years ago where they were all in one surface, like in one corner of a canal jumping about. But here you can see them all along the river. So if you let God guide you, then everything will become a lot easier. You may think you know everything, you don't. What did God say? Or foolishness or knowledge is foolishness. Basically, God's foolishness is wiser than man's knowledge. You know why? Because there's a difference between having knowledge and having wisdom. Having knowledge to use nuclear technology to make stargates or even an atomic bomb. But whether I should make an atomic bomb, for example, I have the wisdom not to, because that's used for destruction. So there's one thing having knowledge and there's another thing having wisdom, and to get the correct knowledge and wisdom you need to listen to Jesus. Well, I think that's all I've got to say for that one. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and yeah, I'll catch you next time.